Oh, good evening and welcome to the preview for Saturday's meeting at Sha Tin. Very disappointing meeting. There's unraced in races 4 and 5, so effectively we're ruled out of TT and 6-up action, although there's no jackpot, so it's not really a major issue. Overall, the meeting is not much good. Early races are very ordinary. Couple of races at the end of the card, not too bad. There might be an option there at the end of the day in the last DT, and that's probably about the only thing that I would consider a betting option. We'll start with race 1, the usual Class 5 1200. We've seen all these all season. General Dan Road, a bit unlucky last start, got a long way back, a lot further back than normal. It's got barrier 3. I don't expect it to get that far back this time. Can play a part in this. This is its track and distance. This is its best chance to win a race. Cosmo 1, been around the market. It's in the market all the time. Douglas White has ridden it a few times. Dickie Lou gets on it. Barrier 1, it'll go forward with 52 kilos. Might finally run a race where it could actually win. Happy Goal's an interesting one. Went down the straight and hung really badly. Its work has been really good since then. Going around a bend here, so that's maybe a plus. Obviously the big negative, G Mosse from barrier 6. The best we could hope for is 3 wide. Brilliant Light with Tommy Berry going on it. This has got some chance. It's 9 for nothing, but some of the runs have been a lot better than that, and I would have to include it in a race that I really have no opinion in, and I wouldn't bet in myself. Number 3 on top, General Dan Road. From number 9, Cosmo 1, 4, Happy Goal, 8, Young Happy, and 10, Brilliant Light. Race 2, same level of horse, 200 extra metres. These are a bad lot as well, as like, even if you go through looking at the form, you're battling to find anything that's run a place in its last 3 starts. Money wins. Had it drawn a barrier, you'd probably think it's nearly a good thing. Barrier 11, yeah, I don't know where it's going to finish up from out there. That's the problem. He'll have to go forward, I would think. If he goes back, he's got no hope. Idyllic Wind. It's finally drawn a marble. It's had no luck at its last 4 runs, all from wide gates and been dragged back. This is the one to beat. Don't worry about the fact that it's 10 for nothing at the track. A lot of the runs it's been beaten less than 2 lengths from wide gates. If it was ever going to win a race, this is probably it. Island Springs got some chance. Telecom Top Star, we've had a go at this a few times. It'll get back and come running home. Of the rest, probably Island Spring. In the end, 12 on top from 8, 2, 7, 3 and 5. Race 3, smallish field, surprisingly only 10 runners. Dragon Pins was a pretty decent run first up for the new trainer. Its track work since has been good, and it looks like it's dropped into a race it can win. It's going to be hard to beat. It's hard to find a danger to it, really. It just, on paper, it looks like it's the only one. King Arata Son, it was disappointing last time. They went back and it strolled home late. Not much of a rider. I suppose you've got to give it a chance. Diligent 3, well, you know this is going to get well back, and it's just going to be running into the placings like it always does. It's got a bit of cat in it and can't get to the line. But it's well drawn, and 55 is an acceptable weight for it. Of the rest, probably Sweet Corner or Travel Guide, but it's a race really that I think Dragon Pins wins. King Arata Son's probably the main danger, and then, you know, you can sort of take your pick. Life of Beauty, Diligent 3, but it's not much depth in that race. We go to race 4 and 5. These have got unraced in them, so we're not remotely interested there. We go to race 6. Class 4, King on Earth, finally, it's progressed now out of the Class 5, won 3 in a row. A rarity to see that any season, to see a horse win 3 in a row in Class 5. Now goes to Class 4 with the 7 kilo weight drop. It's just racing too well to say no, it can't win again, but you don't see too many win 4 in a row in Hong Kong, especially when they step up looking for the 4th one up in class. But it's got a chance. Supreme Winner. If it had drawn a barrier, I would have thought this was probably the one to beat, but from out there, he's going to drag it back to last like he normally does. He's going to have to come wide. If he goes looking through, he's never going to get a run. So, but it's got its foot right on the till, ready to win. Little Rainforest. Its last 2 rides on it have been very ordinary, to say the least. They've taken it to the trials, and it's gone well there. Barrier 11. He's going to have to go forward with it. I don't know whether he can lead all the way, but he's got a chance in a race like this. The speed's going to probably come from Double Dragon, especially with Dickie Lou up on it, 52.5 kilos. This is actually pitched into a race like this with that sort of weight. I'd have to give it a serious chance, despite it being an 8-year-old or a rising 9-year-old now. Of the rest, Boy Oh Boy, first start in its life, was well in the market, come from a mile back, got beaten 2 lengths. Steps up to 1400 metre here. They've given it 6 weeks off. Track work's been good, so I'd have to consider it a reasonable chance. In the end, in a race I really don't like, and purely from a value point of view, number 6, Double Dragon, from number 7, Little Rainforest, 4, Boy Oh Boy, 12, King on Earth, 2, Supreme Winner. I'll be back shortly with the second part of the preview.